Hello everyone, Tyrell Ordine here. Hope you guys are all well and in very good health. I just want to make one quick announcement at the start of the video. And this goes for everybody I've known, so as my followers on all of my social media platforms and my dear friends. It's time I make changes myself moving forward. This has nothing to do with the channel or anything. This is just me personally. I'll be no longer using the nickname the Cricket Star Boy or Saga Boy moving forward. And the reasons for me no longer using that nickname from today. Now, I've been using that nickname since 2020. However, from today, I'll no longer be using that nickname due to the fact that both those nicknames have become outdated. So I'm letting you all know that one time. And one more thing that I'm gonna add, instead of calling me by my first name alone, call me by my full name, Tyrell Ordine, or Mr. Tyrell Ordine moving forward, because calling me by my first name, like in the old days if I was a student or anything like that, it doesn't fit right with me now as I'm a fully grown adult myself. Generally, I would rather call anybody by their full names or any of that, but I have to take in consideration the way how I'm seeing it. So moving forward, call me by my full name, Tyrell Ordine, or Mr. Tyrell Ordine. And right now, I've told everybody that I am working on a new nickname that I cannot share at this time as it's a work in progress. So with that said, let's just get on with it. So folks, only two things I'm gonna run with today. Only two topics I want to talk about. The England-India third test day one that is happening at Lord's Cricket Ground, which is also known as the Ruth Strauss Foundation test, which we will get to later on. But I want to touch on Digicel shutting down SportsMax from next month, the 8th of August, and the immediate shutdown of independent news media Loop News. So you may have heard a few days ago, Digicel announced that they were shutting down SportsMax and Loop News, but I want to give it in cricketing terms. Moving forward with my YouTube channel, I am going to be doing everything in cricketing terms, vlog-wise. So the news of SportsMax and Loop News shutting down on the same day is like a double wicket maiden over for Caribbean sports and news coverage. Loop News has already seen its thumbs knocked over immediately a couple of days ago, meaning the region's digital news platform has ceased with immediate effect, meaning no further play, which is a massive blow for fans who have relied on it for their daily updates, similar to their star opening batter getting out for a duck on the first ball of the match. As for SportsMax, the long-standing sport broadcaster since 2002, it is scheduled to bowl its last over on Friday, 8 August 2025, which is a significant setback to a reliable medium pacer announcing its retirement, leaving a void in the bowling attack. For over 2 decades, SportsMax has been the broadcasting pitch for Caribbean sports, bringing everything from West Indies cricket matches, including their away tours, CPL, and of course international matches from England, South Africa, Australia, India, etc. And the names go on. Same thing too with leagues such as IPL, Big Bash, and the list goes all the way on to international football from the Premiership to La Liga, etc. And even they used to air World Cup qualifying, like for example from South America to CONCACAF, which is the Caribbean, North America, and Central America, and also athletics to homes across the region, in particular the CRIFTA games every year during the spring break, and IAAF track meets around the globe. According to broadcasting partner Digicel, it is effectively rearranging its batting order, shifting its focus from consumer-facing media like news and sports broadcasting to enterprise-grade services and business solutions. Now, in my opinion, it is just like with those positions, they're trying to move it like if it's a T20 league rather than fan favorite test match cricket on the whole. This decision is a massive loss in the field for Caribbean sports fans and sports holics alike. Leagues, federations, and event organizers who rely on SportsMax for visibility and financial support will now have to find new broadcast partners to ensure their matches are seen by fans, which means there is going to be a massive dilemma moving forward. So, how it is when fall comes around, there'll be the problem that I want to address here is how will sports fans see the SSFL, which is Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Football League, and Jamaican football moving forward when the new fall season comes around. And my same question also goes to when India has to tour Australia and the Ashes down under at the back end of 2025 into early 2026. Same here with the Big Bash. How will fans see it? And how will cricket fans around the Pan-Caribbean see CPL 2025 now? And one of the other main reasons why I believe SportsMax is shutting down has to be the expansion of Rush, which is actually owned by both Digicel and Flow. Now, while Digicel suggests that fan favorite sports content will be available on other sports channels, for example, Rush and a few others, it remains to be seen if new broadcaster can step up to fill its void as this with the same level of dedicated regional coverage and technical production. When I saw the SportsMax zone the other day and the fans were very upset by Digicel shutting down SportsMax, I can understand how they were feeling, because I do watch SportsMax from time to time when there's cricket, track, and of course football. It is a massive blow for me as a fan and for all the sports lovers. Moving forward from all the shutting down of Loop News and SportsMax, day one of the third test between England and India, aka the Jimmy Anderson Sachin Tendulkar Trophy, third test between the two teams at Lord's, was a fascinating day of patience and attraction. Normally, England would be using its baseball aggressive approach whenever they're batting first or second, but today they started very cautiously, which was old school type of cricket, from the aggressive style to the old school defensive. The Indian bowlers, in particular young Nitish Kumar Reddy, he made early inroads, dismissing both openers Zach Crowley for 18 and Ben Duckett for 23 in the same over after the drinks interval in the first session. However, the middle order provided much needed resistance. Ollie Pope's 44 and Joe Root, who looked in sublime form, began rebuilding the innings with a solid partnership. They navigated the tricky post-lunch session where India's pacers, led by Jasprit Bumrah, who missed the last test because of workload management, and Mohammad Siraj, who led the bowling attack the last time, bowled tight line and lengths, choking the scoring rate. This period saw England's run rate drop significantly, leading to Indian captain Shubman Gill playfully quipping about boring test cricket. Now, we have seen boring test cricket played in the past, especially on those, I'm not going to say on flat decks, but on challenging wickets. We've seen that so many times over the years and decades. However, when the third session came, the Indians struck immediately after tea, with Ravi Jadeja getting the breakthrough, producing, and then, Jadeja getting the breakthrough, dismissing Pope for 44. Shortly after, Jasprit Bumrah, India's talisman, produced a brilliant delivery to dismiss Harry Brook for 11, pushing England to a precarious 172 for 4. But it was Joe Root's masterful 99 at the close which truly anchored England's day. He displayed great immense concentration and classical test match batting, patiently compiling runs and reaching 1 run shy at the close at stumps, meaning the next morning when he comes out to bat, he'll be 1 run from 3 figures. He found a partner in crime in captain Ben Stokes, who at the close was on 39 despite an injury scare, batted sensibly. The unbroken 79-run stand for the 5th wicket ensured England ended its day on a relatively stable 251 for 4. Normally, England would be on a slugfest a la limited overs cricket. However, day 1 was more of a patient one than a Bazball one. India bowled with great discipline and picked up wickets at crucial times, but Root's brilliant batting throughout the day has kept England in a sensible position at the close. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys liked the announcement in the beginning, because I had to put that out somehow or the other. Hope you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and sub to my page. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, and follow me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, TJ Ordin Official; X, formerly known as Twitter, TJ Ordin; Instagram, TJ Ordin Official; and I'm also on TikTok, which I have to get back to. Till then, my friends, take care.